Bloody hell, I can't take any more of this. No, I'm out. I'm done. That's true.
See you later, mate.
And the second line of evidence from DNA that I'll present, and the fifth within this video, is that the closest living relative to cetaceans, which is a class that includes whales, is the hippopotamus, a land mammal that just so happens to share many...
Hold it.
What's that?
A whale and a hippo are related?
So a whale is just a little, no, a hippo is just a little whale out of water. That's how they should think of themselves.
Have you seen the
right?
tail on a hippopotamus? Have you seen the tail on a whale?
very rare commonalities with cetaceans. For example, both mammals are nearly hairless.
That's just brilliant.
That's proof they're related. I think. What happened? I had a bowling ball under here that is completely hairless.
So does that mean they were also related to
Matter of fact, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
I think my globe is completely hairless. God is turning into a whale. I never thought of that. Thank you so much.
The sixth line...
Oh, bloody hell, I can't take any more of this. No, I'm out. I'm done. That's just...
See you later, mate.
What are they doing?
That's a cutout.
That's 30 odd seconds.
They've cut 30 seconds
Oh.
where I actually make my point. Wait, so
There's so much, because what you're talking about here now is all of the comparisons.
Yeah.
Why are they so similar?
I'm saying
and
these
why
are
they
really
related?
similar, and so we predict, yeah.
And what they do is go, oh, they're nearly hairless. Ha 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 ha. Oh, is that what you've got? And then move on.
Gosh, it's like they think that I would present the fact that because cetaceans and hippos are hairless, it follows that they're related.
Missing all of the other
of the other things that I list, which we'll play in a second, and on top of that, I can't believe they cut that.
There should be no reason now for anyone to assume anything other than dishonesty.
Yeah, that's just absolutely dishonest. I think. I mean, I just hope God doesn't recognise that as just complete dishonesty. Unbelievable.
That is infuriating.
That is impressively stupid.
And you can see it though.
That's just brilliant.
You can see it in the video because obviously you've got this. How did they actually put that in that video like that? Because you can see Steve start to list, and then they've cut it to move to the next point.
Yeah, and they couldn't. It's not. Yeah,
it's not even a good edit.
They didn't even hide it, right? So let's let's watch what I actually said.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting. Let's watch what I said.
For example, both mammals are nearly hairless, do not have sweat glands, have remarkably thick bones, are encased in dense fat, have multi-chambered stomachs, give birth to their young underwater, feed their young underwater, and communicate with their kin underwater. Now, all of these similarities once again make perfect sense if cetaceans and hippos share a common ancestor, as their DNA screams, let alone suggests. But if they didn't evolve from a common ancestor, then all of these similarities are one hell of a coincidence, and DNA is the greatest troll in history.
You see just how much was cut there. The entire point of, here's all their similarities, they share significant amounts of DNA, evolution by natural selection predicts that they'd share these similarities if they have this DNA.
Yeah.
And you cut all of that. It's so infuriating. I'm angry.
I mean, I'll be just transparent. I think that they've done this deliberately. And it's because if you cut it the way that they did, you're able to laugh because you're able to go, oh, Steve thinks that the fact that cetaceans and hippos don't have hair, that's why they're related. That's not why I think they're related. Why I think they're related is that despite cetaceans living in the sea, and looking on the surface to be a fish, basically, when you actually analyze them, you realize they have a lot of traits which are they're mammalian, right?
Yeah.
And so what this predicts is that they have a common ancestor with mammals, and that's the point I was making there. This is exactly what you would expect to see.
It's such an obvious point that you can only ignore.
Yes.
if you don't want to deal with
yeah. To cut that part out is a strategic move, as far as I can see. Like, they would have to cut that out to make out that I was making a point that I wasn't making. And
it's such an obvious cut.
It's very, very sad that the audience, these people that idolize Ken, and they're paying attention and love and money to people like Ken and Matt. Unfortunately, they're not recognizing that. Look, if you think that atheists are that stupid, if you think that most Christians are that stupid who accept evolution by natural selection, you've got to start thinking, hang on, am I missing something here? And is the source that's feeding me deliberately omitting information? Because this is like, what, the 4th time they've cut the most important part? Come on, guys, you gotta use your head. God gave you a brain for something, right? And
that one's especially egregious. And anyone who was watching that at the time, you can see the cut, because you can see Steve starting to list the similarities, and they get one out the door and then move on to a whole new thing. You can see it in the video that they've skipped it. And I can't believe anyone in their own audience would sit there and go, hang on, but what else did he have to say on this?
And they like to talk about the devil being deceptive.